The 2016 election is history. We saw a political system turned upside down by a billionaire reality TV star, and David Hume Kennerly was there to capture all of it. The Pulitzer Prize-winning photographer had access to both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton during the campaigns. His photos are included in CNN Politics, a first-ever book titled Unprecedented, the election that changed everything. It was written and reported while that long election took place. CNN contributor David Hume Kennerly joins me now. Welcome, David.
Thank you.
So what was it like actually being in the midst of it for such a long period of time?
Well, this is my 12th presidential campaign, and that you've heard it all before. There was nothing like it. I fortunately got to spend time with both candidates, with Mrs. Clinton and with Mr. Trump. Obviously two totally different kinds of campaigns, and the media was under attack like nonstop by the Trump people, but having been in Vietnam for 2.5 years, I kind of brushed that one off, but it made for some good photos.
I bet so. You were convinced that Trump would win despite what the polls said. What was the most telling sign to you?
Well, having been with Mrs. Clinton's campaign the week before and then right into the Trump campaign for the run-up to the finish, his last 2 days he did 14 states and like a whirlwind tour of all the battlegrounds. And when I saw the crowds, people lined up for miles really to get in, and half of them couldn't get in. That was no joke, and I felt the energy was going his way. And I also thought the Comey letter, and I was with Mrs. Clinton when she found out about that, when she did the press conference, that just took the wind out of their sails, and it reinvigorated the Trump campaign. And I think all that really shows up in the photographs.
Interesting. So what were your favorite photographs?
Well, gosh, I mean, there are so many of them, but I like the triumphant Trump pictures. For Mrs. Clinton, and one of the high points in her campaign was that photograph of her at the convention where she was exuberant, and that's the shot. I love that picture, and that's kind of the Hillary Clinton that I know. I've photographed her since 1974, if you can believe that. And for the Trump campaign, the big crowds, I did a photograph you showed actually from the ramp of his airplane looking into an aircraft or into a hangar, and that's the shot. Yeah, and he just had wildly enthusiastic crowds, and I think the point that Mrs. Clinton's surrogates like Michelle Obama got a more of a favorable reception, or more enthusiastic reception than she did was correct.
Interesting. You also said that, you know, Hillary Clinton had a lot of celebrities on her side, but you said the interaction between some of the celebrities and Hillary Clinton surprised you. Why?
Well, I think what surprised me was that a lot of people did come out to see the celebrities and not her so much. The only one I was really with was Mrs. Obama. And she's a rock star in her own right. I mean, hardly anybody could be on that stage and be noticed almost when she's around, even her husband occasionally. But I think Trump was just flying solo, and people were coming out to see him, period. And they were rabid fans. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like that.
Interesting. Well, I can't wait to look through more of your photos. David Kennerly, Hume, thanks for joining me this morning. Unprecedented, the election that changed everything, is in stores December 6th. You can pre-order your copy today at cnn.com/book.